Hey, what's up, guys? This is Coach Tex Rimbert, DFW Penguin Basketball. If you're watching this right now and you're not subscribed, go ahead and subscribe. If you don't want to subscribe and see my wonderful face every day, it hurts nothing at all for you to hit the like button. All right? Hit the notification bell if you want to be able to see my videos and be notified when my videos are coming live for you. But today, as you can see from the title below, we're going to talk about the type of parent that wants their kid to be disciplined, the type of parent that really wants their kid pushed. Okay? Now, today, as far as combating it, I'm just going to talk about it, how to handle it from a coaching standpoint. Before we get into that, I want to talk about where this behavior stems from this parent. Now, last video we talked about the parent that doesn't like their kid to be disciplined, doesn't like their kid to be pushed. They may hate it or they may not like it coming from a coach, right? Or an adult. This one is the total opposite. This parent totally enjoys it, sees benefits from their child getting discipline from their coach and being pushed by teachers and adults and people of authority that deal with their children. And a lot of times, like I said about the parent that doesn't like it, the parent that does like it and wants you to do it as a coach, they developed this from past experiences as well. They may have grown up with parents that were strict and pushed them, or coaches that they had in the past that pushed them to help them grow and help them develop as a person and as a player, and they see the benefits from it. They also may just like that and may be the type of person that needs pushing themselves, need to be pushed themselves, and they push their child at home to do better, and they see that as a way of getting the best out of their child. Now, on the other hand, sometimes this behavior can become bad, meaning sometimes this parent overdoes it. Sometimes they take it to the extreme. A past experience that I've had is a parent. I remember one time a while back, just probably like 5 or 6 years ago, I had a parent that had a son that was pretty good. He was a really good player. He was the best player on the team, and we'll talk about this type of behavior even more extensively in another video. But this parent, his main goal was to get his kid a college basketball scholarship and possibly play in the NBA. So I remember one game the kid was playing really bad. I think he was like in the 5th grade, and I totally understand that even adults have bad games. They have bad spurts as players where they play bad. And especially when you're a little kid, man, they have their mind wrapped around so many different things going on. They can have their video game paused at home and they're thinking about that. They're about to be this big stage on a video game, or it could be anything. Their mind is everywhere. But this particular parent, the kid was playing bad, and during halftime, he took the kid out of the huddle with me and took him outside and made him run suicide. So like the game had started again, and I was wondering where the kid was. I thought he took him home, but the dad had the kid in the parking lot running lines in the parking lot as punishment. So as you can see, that may sound extreme and crazy, but this type of stuff happens all the time. And with this parent, I didn't know what was going on until a couple of weeks later. And I had to have a talk with him. And number one thing I want to tell you, we want to talk about it as a coach. When you see this type of behavior, you need to nip it in the bud as soon as possible, especially when you're dealing with youth sports, 4th, 5th, 6th, 7th, 8th, 9th grade, 2nd grade, 3rd grade, all of that stuff. You need to nip that in the bud quickly, because this type of parent, a lot of times when they take it to the extreme, they'll yell a bunch of obscenities to their kid on the sideline and have them confused. You may be telling them one thing, and then the parent is telling them another thing, and the kid is going back and forth looking at you, looking at the coach, looking at the parent, looking at you, looking at the parent. It'll confuse the kid and make it even worse. Sometimes this parent will have the nerve to walk over to your bench and scold their kid on the bench when you take him out of the game, and tell them things and yell at them and get on them about stuff, which is totally not needed and uncalled for, because the coach is supposed to handle that. And as a coach, you need to automatically nip that in the bud, pull them to the side, talk to them about it, and tell them that it's not needed. Now, some parents will understand that. Some parents may get upset with you for telling them that. Some parents will understand it, but it's just in them to do this, right? So they may calm it down a little bit, but they may still do it subtly. They still may point at their kid and say stuff instead of yelling it. They might, instead of coming over to the bench and automatically scolding them, they might come over with a bottle of water and tell them, hey man, you need to go a little bit harder, instead of yelling at them on the guys. This parent, when they have this type of behavior, it's just in them. It won't go away. It's instilled in them, and this is what they think is right. And so nothing you're going to tell them a lot of times as a coach, unless they really trust you, is going to change their mind about how they view things and how their kids should be disciplined.